Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to bring you a very different video, but I think it's going to be really fun to film and be really cool. Actually, I just filmed it because my makeup's all done. But basically today's video, I combined two, what was that? I combined two videos that a lot of YouTubers do, but I combined them into one. So I did a get ready with me mixed with a January favorites. So if you want to know the things I've been loving this past month and you want to watch me do my makeup, and you can do your makeup if you're into doing your makeup or whatever at the moment when you're watching this, you can do your makeup while I'm doing my makeup. We can like get ready together. But yeah, so I decided to combine those two videos into one. Also, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. And you can join my little family of subscribers. And also, you can follow me on my social medias. I always have those linked down below. So you can just click that and then follow me on there. I'm almost to 300 followers on Instagram, and I'm so excited to hit that. I cannot wait to hit 300 followers on Instagram. Like, I'm so excited. Let's just go ahead and get right into the video. I'm actually going to start off. One of my first favorites that I have been loving has been this little guy right here. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Maybe you can see it now. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And this primer I got as like a sample, obviously, because it's so tiny. And it's amazing. Like, I really haven't messed with it since I've had it as a sample. But I have been loving this primer so much. It's amazing, and my hair is all up in my way. It feels really similar to the Professionals from Benefits. It's very lightweight and it's clear, so it's like, I don't know, it feels like you have nothing on your face really. But this stuff does wonders. I'm obsessed with it and I love it. And that is one of my favorites of January. This has been a go-to product for me the entire month, basically. Another product, another thing that I have actually been loving, like I mentioned in a couple of videos ago, I am obsessed with Kayla Nicholson's channel. I love her so much. She is an amazing YouTuber, and she did a video talking about the books that she wants to read in January, or in the entire year. And I actually picked up a few of them from her list that she talked about. And one of them is by Elizabeth Gilbert, who wrote Eat, Pray, Love. And it's called Big Magic. And this is what the book looks like. And it is such a good book. If you're a creative person and you are kind of like, you're sort of kind of creative, but you need a little like push as to be a little bit more creative in your life, this is the book for you. It is so amazing. I'm only like, I've been through two of the like chunks of the big chapters, and I haven't had time to read it since then, but I've read pretty much a lot of the book so far. Like, you can see how far I am into the book. But it is such a good book, and I love the way that she wrote it, and like how it feels like you're talking to a friend, or it feels like when you talk to her, you're like, wait, I've felt that before, if I've heard that before, that type of thing. And it is so amazing, and I love this book so much. And whenever I have a couple other books from that list that I am going to read throughout the year, but if you would like a full review on it or like anything like that, just let me know. But yeah, that book is amazing, and I have a couple of other ones that I can like mention throughout the year whenever I get to reading them, basically. I've gone back to my Born This Way foundation from Too Faced. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love this foundation so much. It's such a like foundation that like when you don't really know what, it's such a good like go back to foundation, or like a holy grail foundation, basically. Like, you, even though, like, if you can't find a foundation that you're really loving, and but you have that like favorite always, it's like been sitting in your drawer for a while, that's kind of what this one is for me, you know. One of my favorites that has been a go-to thing to do for the past almost 2 weeks has been watching The 100 on Netflix. If you've never seen The 100, oh my gosh, y'all, it is so good. And if you've never heard of it before, it's a CW show. It's been around since like 2014, so it's about to be on its 5th season, starting in April. So there's the first 4 seasons of the show are on Netflix, so you can binge it if you would like to, which I recommend it 100% because it's so good. But basically it's about these, the earth has been inhabitable, like where you can't live on it, basically for the past 100 years, and the people that are left from the earth are up in like a spaceship, and they decide to send down 100 of their juvenile kids who have been in like jail and stuff, or like done some type of crime on the ship. And these people have never been, this group of people have never been to Earth before. So, but they've been wanting to go because they want to see if it's habitable, because their ship is going to lose oxygen if they don't go and check out Earth, basically. So they send these kids down, and then all this crazy stuff happens. I don't want to give too much away, but honestly, y'all, if you watch it, you know Bellamy is my freaking favorite. Like, I love Bellamy's character so much. He is so cute, and I just love how he's like always wanting to save everybody. It's like, I just freaking love Bellamy so much. He's my favorite. And we just finished watching the 2nd season, and we started the 3rd season last night. So we've like zoomed through this. There's like 13 episodes in the 1st season, and then there's 16 in the 2nd, and then I think 16 then 13 or something like that, or either 13 and 16, it's somewhere around there. But there's not that many episodes, but there is like a good amount for you to be able to sit and binge it and like have something to watch for a couple weeks, if that makes sense. I'm on season 3 right now, and I just love this show. It's so good. I cannot believe I took so long to watch this show. I keep doing that with shows recently, like Pretty Little Liars. I didn't start watching that show until the 3rd season had ended, and then I started watching it when the 4th season was coming on. So I caught up from Netflix. Oh my gosh, these dogs. I caught up from watching it on Netflix, and then I started watching it on TV when it was in the 4th season. Same thing with the Fosters, and so this one, it's already in its 5th season, but I actually like binging shows better than watching them weekly, because I can remember what's going on rather than waiting a week between each episode and then forgetting what happens, basically, because sometimes the previews don't show like everything. They only show like the big parts, but they don't show like little details that you need to remember, if that makes sense. But anyways, yeah, that is, I'm going to crease my concealer if I don't powder it. Okay. Let me see where my powder brush is. Okay. So, that's basically the whole gist of the 100. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. So, some songs that I have been loving. I will pull up my Spotify and look down my song list. Lost my little brush for a second. But I have been loving the song Supernova by Ansel Elgort. It has been one of my favorites. I obviously love Riverdale. If you didn't watch one of my hauls the past couple weeks, I talk about Riverdale like all the time in my daily life. And I have a few of their songs on my list, so like Kids in America, which is a cover of the Kids in America, whatever, and then Mad World and Fear Nothing by the Josie and the Pussycats. And then I have a couple of Pink songs, like the normal ones like Beautiful Trauma, What About Us, like that type of thing. Or I actually am a huge fan of Noah Cyrus's music. I love her. I've literally loved the Cyrus family for such a long time, and I know a lot of people don't really like Miley Cyrus, but I still like her. I mean, I like her in a sense of like, I didn't really like her in her Bangers era, but I mean, don't get me wrong, I love some of the songs that she did, but I don't know, just like, I just missed at that point because I was such a huge Miley fan from 2006 when she started Hannah Montana. It just kind of like changed my point of view of her and stuff like that. But anyways, I do love Noah, and I love her song that's called All Falls Down. But I just really like Noah's music a lot. And then I really like Rockstar and Congratulations by Post Malone. Obviously, hello. And then if you want to know one of my all-time, like my favorite jams in the car, like I literally love this song so much. I listen to it every single time I'm in the car. It is called No Love by Olivia O'Brien. Yeah. And that is such an amazing song. I love, love, love that song. Obviously, I am still loving Taylor Swift's Reputation album. That album is my favorite. Actually, if you want to know something funny, I don't know if I posted about this in a video or not, but the phone right there that's in the back area of my background right there, it's actually sitting on top of both of the magazines that she was selling at Target when the album came out. And oh my gosh, I think it's so funny because if you listen to the Look What You Made Me Do thing and she like is talking on the phone is on top of the Reputation album, and I think that's funny because it's like, I'm sorry, but Taylor can't come to the phone right now because she's dead type of thing. And I just think it's so funny that I did that. But anyways, actually the other day I had like a nostalgic time in the car. Basically, like I drove from work, which is like, I drive, like it's a 45-minute drive for me basically, going to school and work and stuff. And so I like to have like a good amount of songs like ready to go because I don't like listening to the radio because the radio just has too many commercials and all that stuff. I grew up listening to Radio Disney, as one does, you know, and I just got into like a weird wanting to listen to old school music the other day, and so I found a playlist that was like Radio Disney throwbacks basically. So it had like High School Musical, it had Hannah Montana, it had Jonas Brothers, it had like everything. And I just clicked that playlist on and listened to it and just like remembered the good days, you know. It was amazing. I loved it. It was so much fun. Someone who is very underrated in the music industry, I feel, is B. Miller, who was on X Factor. Yes, X Factor. And her music is just incredible. I love, love, love her music so much. And I just find the powder from my palette just got into my mouth. I just find her music just so amazing. I love it so much. It's so good. One other thing, I can't really show it to you because I think they're all gone. I think we've all eaten them. My mom has been making these cookies from, I think they're from like, it's like a package of cookies. It's like a, I think Betty Crocker or something like that, but they're like chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, and they are so good. We've been eating those like crazy in the house lately, but they are so, so, so good. I cannot stop eating them. They're so good. And that's been one of my favorites this month. Another thing that I have actually been really, really into, which if you didn't watch my what I got for Christmas video, then you wouldn't know about these. I have been loving this Stila little liquid shimmery eyeshadows. They are so amazing. I got them for Christmas, obviously, because I put them in my what I got for Christmas video. But I have been loving putting a little bit of glitter on my eyelid. It's amazing, and it just gives it a little bit of a pop of color. I feel like it really brings out the colors that I put on my eye. Even though it makes my eyes water like crazy, it's awesome. I love adding a little bit of glitter to my eyeshadow every single day. It's awesome. That's fun. One other thing that I've actually been really into is watching like old movies, like old school movies, and Netflix is like the best place to do that. Sometimes they don't really put good selections of movies on Netflix. It's sometimes like, it depends on what time of year it is basically, but I will say that I have been loving watching all the Bring It On movies. Those things are such good movies. I literally love Bring It On, and I think it's just because I miss being on a cheer team, and I miss like actually being on like a team of and doing like competitions and stuff like that. Like I loved doing that when I was little, and it just gives me like all the nostalgic feelings. Like I just feel awesome while watching it. I don't know, it just makes me think of like the good times and stuff. And yeah, so I was actually watching them like last weekend, and because I've been watching the 100, I kind of like put those like in the back area of my thoughts basically. But I've made it through the first two, and then I'm in the middle of the third one, so that's how far I got into watching them. But I really like those. And also I have on my Netflix list a movie that wasn't very popular, like it wasn't known about basically, because it was kind of like one of those indie films that were very hidden and you didn't really know about them. The movie is called So Undercover. If you've never heard of it before, obviously you weren't a Miley Cyrus fan, but basically it's called So Undercover, and it's got Miley Cyrus in it, and it was a movie that didn't go to theaters, but there was two of them that she did around the same time. It was LOL and So Undercover, and LOL has been on Netflix as well, but this movie is just so good. I love the type of movies that are not in theaters, because I feel like, I don't know, I just really like those a lot more than the theater movies. This one, she basically is a spy, and she goes undercover to like a sorority house and then pretends to be a sorority girl, even though she's like this rocker, like tomboy that doesn't really like do girly stuff like that. Okay, she has to go undercover to get something, like she has to basically like spy on one of the girls, because she has something that like these people that put her into the undercover spy thing basically needed the thing or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. Basically it's really good, and you should watch it, because I love that type of, I love like Aquamarine and like all the like old school movies. Like those are my favorite type of movies right now. I just really like those a lot. I think I'm going to use this NYX Liquid Suede in the color, if I can find it, and Brooklyn Thorn. I don't know. I don't know. I need to, I feel like I've tried this on before, but I don't remember when I bought this. This is like really weird because it randomly is in my thing, but it is a NYX Liquid Suede color in the color Brooklyn Thorn. So I'm going to try this out and see if I like it. Okay, so this is the color that I'm going with. I really like this a lot, and I think it really brings out the green in my eyes. I don't know, I just really like this. This is a bold color, but I really like browns and like dark, I really like dark purples honestly, but sometimes I don't really like to wear them because I feel like it's very awkward if you go into the school wearing like your face all done up and then everybody else is in like sweatpants and slides and like just like basically their pajamas, and you're like all in like this cute outfit, like ready to go out for the day, you know? So yeah, that's probably why I would never wear. But I really like this color a lot. I think it looks a lot more pigmented on the camera than it really does in real life, because it's very like grayish subtle in real life, but in the camera it looks very pigmented. But it still looks amazing. I really like it. So that is all I have for you guys today. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and also make sure to subscribe, follow me on all my social medias, and also If you have any video ideas, leave them down below. Also, if there is any cozy talk topics that you would like to see, let me know, because actually next week is going to be a cozy talk. Hint, hint. Yeah, next week is going to be a cozy talk, and I am super excited to share my thoughts on the topic that I have picked out. But yeah, that is all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!